Thank the member for Riverina, and I call the member for Dunkley.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Almost 60% of young Australians feel that the biggest barrier to getting involved in politics is, and I quote, feeling like they won't be listened to. And 52% of young people feeling that they had a say none of the time in public affairs. There's more than one thing wrong with the conduct of federal politics in this country at the moment. And anyone who's seen politics in Parliament over the last few weeks knows how toxic and dire some of the debate has become. But if we don't do something to change the fact that 60% of young Australians feel that they won't be listened to, and 52% of young people feel that they have a say none of the time in public affairs, then we're not going to be able to change the nature of politics and debate in this country, and we're at risk of another generation of people that see those of us who are in this place as not representing them. And it means that the big challenges that we face in this country and in the world that the young people that I meet across my electorate are engaged in and passionate about and care about won't be addressed. You can't go to a school in Dunkley and talk to young people without them raising climate change, without them asking me, why do we have a government that has people in it that don't think climate change is real? Why do we have a government that won't commit to legislating net zero by 2050? Why do we have a government that attacks us when we have the temerity to exercise our democratic rights and go and protest to ask them to act on climate change? I don't have answers for the students that raise that with me, because I don't understand why we have a government that takes those positions either, that doesn't seem to care about the future for the young people and children of this country, but only seems to care about whether or not it will get re-elected at the next election. So is it any wonder that young people in this country despair and look at politics as about power, as about getting and keeping power rather than doing good things? It has to become about doing good things. And the more we can support our youth to be involved, to have their voices heard, to feel like we care about them and their issues, not just about their vote, the closer we will come to being able to address some of those big issues. And we can't despair, because there are some amazing young people. You know, in the last 18 months alone, while we've been through a global pandemic and lockdown, I've had these young people wanting to come and do work experience and intern in my office because they want to be part of something that will build a better future. Joseph Levitt, Luca Pagic, Elish Salmon, Monica Galovich, Kate Eadie, Lucy Skelton, Isabel O'Brien, Patrick Stevenson, Alexander Nancaro, Giovanni Costanzo, Shahad Al-Kabi, just to name a few, need their voices heard. And you know who also needs their voices heard? The young people who don't have the wherewithal or the confidence or the opportunity to contact their federal member and say, can I do work experience in your office? They're the young people that need Labor's policy of a dedicated office for youth. They're the young people that need a government that says, we know that you are leaving school in circumstances where wages have been stagnant for the longest period in Australia's history and real wages are going backward. We know that you care about the environment and are desperate to see something happen. We know that you are entering a jobs market where, sure, there might be jobs, but there's 2 million Australians already who need either work or more work because casual and insecure work has become the norm in our country. We know that the cost of living has been sky-rising. We know that because of COVID, when you've been trying to finish your education, you've also dealt with isolation and mental health issues and loneliness. We know all of these things, and we know that what you need is a holistic, dedicated approach to harnessing your energy and your capabilities and your opportunities and supporting you to overcome your challenges, but also hearing your voices. And that's what you'll get from a federal Labor government, but not the current one.
I thank the member